Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome back to another Anime Odyssey where we happily take a break from all the nonsense of the world to be weebs.
I'm so happy to do this.
It's a pleasant thing. Listen, anime is my happy go-to place. It's what I like to watch in the night to relax. It's where I want to go. I just finished in preparation because there's still 2 weeks left to the current season. I just finished rewatching all of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, season 1 through 4, just because season 5 is almost done. It's like got 1 week left on it. There was like a 2-month break for the final couple episodes, which I don't understand, but it's finally almost done. So I'm very excited next week to be getting into it.
We're going to get into it tonight because I finally watched all of Gundam Seed. That means
Well,
Gundam
did you watch
Seed
Destiny? Oh, okay.
I watched Destiny and I watched Gundam Seed Freedom.
I haven't seen the movie yet. We can't talk about it. I'm
not going to talk about the movie.
Okay,
I will tell you my complaints that aren't spoiler complaints.
I have it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet is the thing. I want to be
I'm going to save it for later in the stream. All I'm going to say is you're going to like the movie.
Oh, I know I am. I have a feeling I'm finally going to get my Kira Lacus kiss that I've been waiting for 20 years for. I have a feeling. I hope I am. Oh, that look doesn't. Oh, God damn it. All right, fine.
I can't say anything.
I know. I'm trying to read your poker face. That's what I'm trying to do. Either way, listen.
All I'm gonna say is there's one thing that didn't happen that I wanted to have happen, but
You
there
want
is a funny moment that I liked,
to,
and you'll laugh at the same moment.
Well, all right. So we'll get to that. So because we have to do the proper order of things here. We got it.
By the way,
What?
I got a new Gundam. I know it's small. Here, I'll make it bigger.
I can't tell what it is from that far away.
I know it's small. No, don't fall. I know it's small. It's small.
Oh, baby. That, and I could tell that's what we call the Strike Freedom, because it's got the Dragoon system and it's got the gold.
Yeah.
So that's how you liked it. You got a Strike Freedom. You liked it.
I saw. Listen, I saw it at Walmart. They had two versions of this, and I was like, I don't know what's the difference. I'm grabbing the one for Freedom that says Freedom on it. I'm not grabbing the one that says just Seed. I want the Freedom one.
Yeah, that's Strike Freedom. That's from Destiny, and that's Kira in complete and total God mode at that point. I love
my Astray right up there. I have my Freedom, and it's like, I kind of like.
I love the phrase. I love. Oh, see, I was worried. We're gonna get into it later. I just say now, you gotta love that Freedom theme, baby. All right, we're gonna nerd out on Gundam later. We're gonna nerd out. Okay, all right, it's official. I'll be adding that to the to the description, to the title later on. We're gonna nerd out on Gundam. We're gonna be talking Mashle, Muscle and Magic season 1 tonight. Which, before, would you say it's a show? I didn't hate it. It's a show. I didn't hate it, but it's fun. It's a show.
It's fun. That's what I like.
So we have to go in order. We got to talk about our show for the month. Then we'll get into some topics. Dermy's got some topics. I've got two sort of things. One that is supposed to make Dermy annoyed, because it made me annoyed, and I know it'll make you annoyed just because. And then I have a rant. I have a small rant. I don't know if it'll lead anywhere, but I have to. This is the place for me to get it out of my system. This show. And then Dermy, we're going to talk Gundam, and you got another topic?
Mainly just Gundam.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. I love that.
And
learn out of Gundam.
Listen, I started watching Seed, and my whole anime bone finally got kicked again, and I've been just watching other Gundams, other anime. Everything's just like relit, and I've just been. I just want to relax. I'm so inundated with some of the BS all the time. It's like my new chill out section. I have my whole system set up. I've been watching Gundam 00 again. I've been watching all sorts of good stuff all over again. Iron Blood Orphan. I've been happy.
I watched before, like I said, I just watched all of Is It Wrong to Pick Rose of the Dungeon, season 1 through 4, because season 5 is almost done. I watched Arifureta season 3, because that finished the other week too. They got one more season in it. One more season to go. I loved it.
I started rewatching Rising of the Shield Hero.
Oh, because they just announced season 4.
I didn't even know season 4 was coming, and it was like, oh, I'm in on this. And then I looked at. Then I have another one, which I do want this to be an Anime Odyssey episode 1. Okay. Here's Hell's Paradise.
I don't know.
I fucking love. It is it's a torture. Not torture porn, but it's a graphic anime that I loved.
It sounds like you'll have to trick me into that one.
I don't think I'm gonna have to trick you into it. It is graphic. It's not torture porn.
So
they announced season 2, and it's not coming till next year. But I'm like,
it's coming out next month. Fire Force season 3, part 1. But you know what they're doing? They're taking a year before they do part 2. Which makes no sense, because the manga ended a year ago. I don't get it.
Listen, this is called foreplay.
No, I don't want foreplay. I want to ram it home.
I know, but we need to have some enjoyment here. We can't let good things just die.
So I mean, there's good. So yeah, so they announced Shield Hero season 4, which I'm all caught up. I'm ready for season 4. Like I said, I watched Arifureta season 3. I just finished. I'm getting ready for Dungeon season 5. Now in my break, after I watched Mashle a couple days ago, I burned through it in one night, actually, like Monday night or Tuesday night.
I did the same thing.
I burned right through it. Season 1. And then since then, I've been watching my Reincarnated Life as a Villainess season 1 and 2, because there's a movie for that one as well. and I finally want to watch the movie as well. I like that one. That one just makes me laugh. It's a happy one for me. But see, it's the happy place. I'm so comfortable. I'm relaxed. If anime is like the last thing I watch in the evening before I go to bed, I'm relaxed. I can just go to sleep. Then it's happy. And maybe I saw some waifu titty along the way, which is always a good thing. So hail and howdy.
We'll talk about waifu titties.
Oh, listen, Maru Ramius. Mm-hmm. She's a goat. She's a milf goat.
Lacouche.
Anyway, so hail and howdy to everybody in the chat across both the channels. We're happy to have you guys here. And before we get started, because we'll do it, Dermy, Dom became a member.
Dom H became a member. Thank you, buddy. I'm so appreciative. And you became a member at I believe the back. True Degenerate level. Oh,
True Degenerate. I don't even know what that is. I don't want to know what that is.
If my memory is right, that's the $20. That's the $20 level. No. I could be getting that wrong. Let me double check.
Anyway, so hail and howdy, everybody. We hope you're having a good time tonight. We hope, if you're watching us live or on the replays, we hope you enjoy it. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channels. Now let's weeb out. Okay. Dermy, this was your choice this month. Mashle, Muscle, and Magic. You didn't warn me much about this one.
Oh, it's the $10 level, but thank you.
You didn't warn me much about this, so I kind of went in cold. You just give me the premise. It was World of Magic. Hero doesn't have magic. He uses.
I tried because
that was it.
It was one of those things, and the way I kind of view it, because I still haven't seen season 2. There's 3 seasons
apparently.
So the way I view it is, I'm willing to bet season 1's that setup season, kind of like season 1 of Reincarnated as Slime. It's kind of a setup.
Oh, you want to talk about setup? Slime season 3 was nothing but setup for season 4. That was 12 episodes of nothing but setup.
Because the last episode of Mashle, the last kind of like ends. It just ends, but it kind of looks like they're setting up for
obviously
what the real story is.
I mean, all right. So why don't you walk us into this one? Tell us about Mashle.
When I described the show to Adam, I said it was essentially One Punch Man meets My Hero Academia meets
Harry Potter.
But if Lord Voldemort won. And my reasoning for that was it was a line that's said in the first episode. If you don't have magic, they get rid of you. And Lord Voldemort was all about magic supremacy and stuff like that. So you have to have.
I took that the wrong way. I thought we were going to enter a world where there was like an evil overlord wizard ruling things, and you just meant it as the setup. So
yeah, it was kind of. I was trying to find a way to get you to interested.
Interested is far from what I was.
And I'll take that as, because I think this show's mainly just fun. But you follow.
I didn't hate it.
I'll accept that.
We don't have another what was that mafioso one you had me watch?
96 days.
Yeah, it's not. We don't have another 96 days on us here.
I'll say season 1 of Mashle is a little messy. I can even admit that.
Right now, with just season 1, I qualify this as anime schlock. Is what I qualify it as. It's a lot of gags. It's a lot of it's very shallow. There's not a lot of depth to this first season. Is there?
I think that's fair. I think it's one of those light watches, and that's kind of how I viewed it. It was like, you know what, this is kind of fun. This is enjoyable. It's a light watch. We've been going through some serious things here or there. Why don't we have something kind of light? But the premise is very simple. So Mashle, our main character, has no magical powers in a world filled with magical powers. And the way people could tell that is if you have lines on your face.
Yeah. They explain that, but they don't really explain it.
I think it's one of those things that you just kind of accept.
Yeah, because I saw it all I saw it in the intro, and like all these weird lines on their face. I wonder what that means. And like, oh, he doesn't have one, but then he gets one, and
it's one of those things where you just kind of accept it. But
yeah,
Mashle just wants to live a simple life with his dad off in the forest, eating cream pies,
eating cream puffs.
Puffs, not pies.
We don't want to talk.
You know what? With us, me saying cream pie, that was a bad idea.
Yeah. That doesn't.
But
that
he just
doesn't
wants to eat
lie
cream
well.
puffs all day and work out. That's all he cares about. He's a very simple dude.
He is a very simple dude.
That's
There's like this is as far as his character development is. That's it. Cream puffs. I mean, there's a literal scene when the version of the sorting hat is trying to sort him into a house, this bone unicorn thing. It goes into his mind, and it's just him in a pool of cream puffs.
Yeah.
There's nothing deeper. Unless he cares about his friends.
He cares about his friends, he cares about his family, and cream puffs. That's it. So because of that, he ends up getting discovered that he has no magic powers. So then the police come after him, want to destroy him because, well, he has no magic powers and he taints their perfect society. And
well, the problem is
he beats them up.
His muscle magic is nigh unstoppable in a world where nobody does physical activity.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, you know what? This is kind of you see the basic stuff, and it's like, you know what? This is kind of fun. It's just fun.
Here's the thing, though. Listen, how many shows do we watch where we have to worry about power scaling and all that kind of stuff? That's always the question. Is how's it going to work? And I love power scaling shows because I always want to see what level we're going to jump up to next. Call me a shonen weeb, whatever. It's a level of me that I enjoy that shit. The basest, dumbest level of my brain. Here's the thing about Mash in all his fights. I know he's going to win every time. It's just a matter of how. So one of my few legitimate complaints is there's like zero tension in any fight he's involved in. Everybody else in their fights, it's okay. How are they going to win this? Because it's a magic on magic. How's it going to work? But when it's Mash, like, okay, I just have to sit back and wait until he does something really crazy, insane physically to overcome something. And that's kind of
where I brought in the One Punch Man aspect, where I don't normally like these style of shows, but you could get like the Mob Psycho One Punch. He's super fucking powerful for a very dumb reason.
Yeah.
But it's kind of it's different than those, because those stories I don't like. I don't care about these overpowered guys because they're always annoying. There was just something about this that was like, I like how simple it is.
Well, listen, as shallow as all the characters are, I don't hate any of these characters. There's nothing to hate. What I don't like, and I'm going to get right into my criticisms because we could talk about the story as we go along. Excuse me. Is there are several tropes in this that bother me. One of them is how quickly antagonists become allies and friends. It's just the turnaround at the end of the season for God, what was the puppet guy's name?
Sable,
a
Sable or something like that. It starts with an A.
Yeah,
they have awful names.
Abel.
They have awful names in this, so don't try to get me to remember them.
There's Abel. Abel's turnaround and the dude with the demon eye. Their turnaround it's too quick. It's not earned.
I'll say the dude with the demon eyes turnaround makes sense due to like his upbringing, his backstory, always being hated, finally being accepted,
like
and then finding somebody who's just
though,
like him.
30 minutes. That's all it was.
I think it's a little bit more than 30 minutes because when he first gets shown, he already has like an interest in Mash, and then later after their fight,
I'll give you that.
Mash simply offering a cream puff to him, something that it seems dumb and simple, but when you look at like that dude's story, you realize that's actually probably really important to him, and that kind of justifies why he feels the way he does. Abel, I could give you Abel.
Abel is it's instantaneous during the fight. It's like, oh, I'm going to go my way of this and that. I don't agree with you, but I understand you. Let's be allies against the greater bad of the tranny. That was a tranny. That's a freaking tranny.
That's a creature.
That's a tranny.
That's a creature.
Yeah.
And if it ain't a tranny, it's straight up gay.
So now I can appreciate that in that moment, at that battle there, that's showing that the power scaling that Mash is going to have to deal with larger, more problematic things. going forward. That he's going to have to get more creative in his muscle magic. But still, Abel's turnaround right there. I was just going, oh, come on. No, he goes from being basically wizard supremacist to being okay with it.
Because he remembered his mom.
Dude, that's like, dude, we might as well just go BVS Martha on that shit. That's BVS Martha level shit. I'm sorry.
It was. I like
BVS
there's stuff
Martha
I can't defend. I still like the show.
And I got one more criticism. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Because I got one. I
was gonna say one of the things that people need to realize after he beats up the police that were there to kill him.
Yeah.
They say the only way for them not to kill his family and everything and destroy his whole world is he has to sign up to a wizard school and become the greatest wizard of all time.
Become a visionary.
Become this whole divine visionary and do all this stuff. It's so like that's the premise of your show. I just want to get that out there. So you have your Harry Potter go to your magical school, magical supremacy, Punch Man. You get the whole gist.
It's going to go through your standard season 1. Character introductions, makes his friends. They fight a little bit. They become friends. Or like in, what's the chick's name?
Lemon.
In Lemon's case, goddamn, she's annoying.
Yeah.
She has like no, I'm looking for a waifu in the show and I got nothing right now. I got nothing. Why? She's not waifu material.
Oddly enough, I like the tornado chick, but that's the best I have.
Yeah, listen, pink hair chicks do it for me, but there's not enough of her. And she also had, I lost, so now I turn around and support the other people. It's like that was her.
Well, she's also kind of psychotic, so there's something there that's like,
yeah, but she don't have waifu titties, so I'm kind of like, you know what?
True.
I'm okay. I will not be seduced by. Listen, it's one thing like when we were watching that one thing with the chick S Death. Or whatever.
Akame ga Kill.
It's one thing where you've got S Death and she's gonna seduce me with her giant evil titties. That's different. I can fix her. But this one, I'm not. If you're not gonna have gravity defying boobs to seduce me, I'm going to say, you know what? You go be psycho over there. I hope somebody beats you up in the next season. So I'm not gonna trust you.
That's fair.
I'm not going to be, unless you're seducing me, I'm not going to trust you. So, but S Death, I can fix her. I can fix her all night long.
After she turns you into ice.
Listen, I can survive. I've survived worse. All right. I've survived worse. But you've got, you get the standard character introductions. Lemon's first, where she tries to trick him in the practical exam, and he's just nice to her, and she thinks because he's nice to her, he's gonna marry her. It's such a lame joke, and
it's like there's so many just lame tropes throughout this, but they're delivering it in you to a way that it's kind of
listen. I think why I don't hate this is because they're completely self-aware of how dumb everything they're doing is. I think the show's very aware of it.
Because one of my favorite parts about Mashle, like to this point, one of my favorite parts about the character Mashle in the exam scene, which is literally episode 2, he's just like, well, you could have just set this all up. You could have just put out chairs. You didn't have to use magic to do this. He's just very practical. It's he's right.
I'm going to walk through walls to complete the labyrinth.
I'm just going to walk through walls. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to force magical words to do my bidding.
Stop moving. I mean, the show is very self-aware, which is why I didn't hate it. Listen, it got an occasional small chuckle out of me. Okay. It succeeded in doing that on occasion. Not a lot, but occasionally. But there are some things. There was like one more major hang-up I have, and this has to go to during the run through the labyrinth, the arena to getting to Abel. Mash takes a lot of battle damage. And up to a point before he gets the magical handkerchief, they just pretend it didn't happen. And I have a problem with that. Everybody else's battle damage is showing, but he gets stabbed through the chest or through the abdomen. Sorry. And even though his abdomen caught the sword and broke it off in comical fashion, I got you now. I got you again. He walked away from that fight with like 0 battle damage. It's also hard to tell because of that weird black under onesie he wears. I
I
thought
think
that
that
I thought I was being censored for a little bit. Wait, am I watching some sort of censored version? Because he's not the onesie looks like it's just painted on for censorship. No, I know that's a thing now. He just wears the black onesie over it with his underwear over it. That's why I thought it was a censorship thing for a minute. Like, what am I looking at here? I don't understand.
I think it might just be because of the black onesie, and their explanation is that he has such a control over his muscles that he
Yeah,
can close his wounds.
but
So
they
that
don't
might be
really explain it. I mean, 2
yeah.
minutes later when he meets the older brother, who obviously was that dude's older brother, obviously because of the hair color style. He gives her the magical handkerchief. But
Don't read Hyperbolic Ninja.
well,
We are only on season 1.
no. Listen. It's fine, Hyperbolic Ninja. I'm not watching seasons 2 and 3. I am not invested.
I might
in this
actually. I was thinking about
No.
watching seasons 2 and 3 because it's fun. But
Yeah, we're only talking season 1, and I'll accept that because I'm not going to be watching for it. So I wish they would have given us something to go instead of just ignoring it. That's my problem. They just ignore it and move on from it. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'd like at least explain, why aren't you hurt? And he would go, well, it's always like, if he just said, well, you just got stabbed. Why aren't you stabbed? No, all he just say was, well, yeah, I'm always like that. That would have been enough for me to go, okay, there's something going on there. They're going to explain it to me later. Oh, don't apologize. It's okay.
yeah,
It's okay.
you're good, bud.
You're fine.
You're good.
Don't worry about it. But
It can happen to the best of us. It's
yeah.
not the end of the world.
And in the end, blame Dermy. That's what I do.
Yeah, just blame me. It's all my fault. Sorry.
Yeah. But it's so that's why I'm saying they needed to do one little extra thing to not make me think about it. Mm-hmm. With all the damage he takes and nobody talks about it. Would have said, wow, you took all that damage. All I say is, yeah, I've always been like that. I heal pretty quick. Oh, then my mind would have said, oh, he's got healing factor. Okay, moving on. It probably has something to do with the fact that he's clearly somebody's child that was abandoned, why they want him back for a purpose. See, my mind's already working. I need that little part, and that would have been fine. But they don't explain it.
I think that's fair.
I don't explain it, and that's why it loses points.
To your point, like at the very end, that final battle that they just end on in season 1,
yeah,
they're talking all about this like resonating. They're looking for this important thing. It's
they're
like,
dropping major flags of that he's special. A lot of major flags.
A lot of things are like, what the fuck's going on here? Just give me a little bit
out of nowhere.
Just and then, like this is. I'll talk a lot about foreplay and a joking sense, but this is kind of like,
I will bet dollars to donuts that the hooded dude who has the red eyes in the stinger, that's his dad. I'm gonna bet dollars to donuts that that's his real dad.
That's the Zero guy that they were talking about.
Dollars to donuts, it's his real dad. That's
you're probably right.
It's an easy bet because the show's not making it that difficult. It's not working that hard to hide these things. So I mean, we go through going back. That's my moment of criticism, but otherwise, the show flows in a normal, natural pattern. He makes friends with Lemon. He makes friends with the kid who's the wuss.
The wuss who's also he's his roommate, and then we find out that his older brother is
a badass.
is the current divine visionary. So
one of them. There's a lot of them apparently who work at the magical bureau. He's just the latest one.
But he's the latest one. So then you see that it's like, okay, we're going to this is a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. This is going to kind of be like a Zane Truesdale and Cyrus Truesdale kind of thing where they're both brothers. Zane is the best of the best at the academy right now. Cyrus is one of the weakest, and he's going to level himself up to be one of the best.
Maybe they have to because he did nothing this season.
I don't even know what his powers are.
We don't. He did shit all. So he got one problem I had is I thought I missed an episode for a second when he was captured and puppetized at the end there. I'm like, wait, did I miss something? He was just with dude who thinks he's the main character. He was just with that dude. Well, what? Huh?
Yeah. I did the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's the show, the show was better formatted up until the Coliseum arc underneath everything. I feel like they were rushing parts there. Like maybe they skipped over some stuff from the source material. This is what it felt like to me.
I have the ability to read the source material. I might read it
Mhm.
just because it looks interesting. I started, but then I just kind of didn't continue.
Mhm.
I didn't even finish chapter 1. I don't know why. I think I just walked away. Nothing was like, oh, I hate this. No,
Probably got distracted.
I think I just got distracted, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like so I can't answer if they like if that's the same way in the
It
source
feels
material.
like things are missing in those final 3 episodes. Like there's just little parts missing to make it.
It feels
work.
like you're not wrong. Like to the Coliseum arc, everything
flowed
before
normal.
that,
It was all normal.
everything was kind of like, okay, simple. All of a sudden, we're at the Coliseum. It's like feels like we missed like maybe a part here, like 2 episodes, or just
like why there's not been enough bonding between these characters. I mean, this is like the level up moment where it's like there's a missing arc or something where everybody got to be more friendly with each other before they go down into the first dungeon of a serious fight, and they're all going to rely on each other. I just felt like there was something missing. Because a second thing, the blue-haired dude, Lance. Is that his name, Lance? Blue-haired dude, Lance. Where the hell did he go? Because we know that
no idea.
the tranny replaced him, but he's not there at the end of the. Where is he?
I have no idea.
He won his fight. He won his fight against Mud Dude,
and he showed off being super fucking powerful.
Yeah, and smart. I mean, that was a good fight because he was intelligent. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking. The magic on magic fights were okay because it showed a level of strategy and tactics as opposed to match here. I'm going to do something crazy. Mm-hmm. But where did he go? I mean, considering the way season 1 ended, I'm sure season 2 picks up literally where season 1 leaves off. Maybe that shows where he is. But
he was taking a pee. That's what it's gonna be, because that's exactly what Mashle left to go do. I don't know. I don't know, but like the fights though, like we're outside of Mashle's fight. Like my favorite character was not Lance. Lance was a good character. My favorite character was the guy that thought he was the main character.
The redhead.
Yeah, the redheaded dude.
That was a good fight, and we learned. Mm-hmm. And again, we get a piece of his history. He's got a berserker. Essentially, what's a berserker? He's essentially a magical berserker, from what I can tell. Mm-hmm. But then that's it. They throw that out there, and then.
Well, they even joke about it, like your attitude literally just changed. They even go like, "You went berserk, and now you're back to normal. What the hell?"
Yeah,
but I like that.
Things missing.
Well, I think he's an interesting character.
Yeah.
So like when he first gets introduced, you're seeing a lot about who he is. He wants a girlfriend, even though he's kind of
he's a bigger gooner than Cloud.
I don't like to say this word, but I'm gonna say it. He's kind of an incel. I hate that term. I hate everything about it. But when it applies to him really well, but you see kind of like who he is, and he really wants that girlfriend, and he'll do just about anything for that girlfriend.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it bites him in the ass, but he's a determined individual. He's a man who's willing to, like, he'll take the hits if he needs to take the hits. And when he was doing that whole, like, his whole storyline that we saw when he was first introduced, he's willing to try to take 10 of those powered iron punches the whole time.
Yeah. See, I mean, everybody gets a bit of a backstory for the most part. I just felt it was all rushed. This feels like one of those stories where they tried to condense the opening arcs too much into a first season, and things are just missing. And maybe if they had taken more time, I'd be a little more invested.
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my issues with 12 episode shows. They always feel like they're just too fast.
Some 12 episode shows. I mean, there are the ones that will commit to there are the ones that commit to the full 6 episode arc where you feel like you're getting something, and then you're going to get more seasons. This is one of those ones where I feel like they just rush through stuff to get that first season out. Now, maybe they'll slow down in seasons 2 and 3. And
to be fair, I'll be fair here. I have the ability to read the source material. I'll check it out. It could just be this is how they wrote it in the source material, which is, hey, we just want to get through this so we can get to the bigger thing. There's not a whole lot here. We're kind of self-aware. We're just trying to be fun and goofy.
Now, I am going to say this. This might get me hate from certain people. The cream puff joke got old on me real fast.
I hate you. I love the cream puff joke because
it got old.
It's
really
simple.
fast.
I love it. How did you make it cream? Wait, I watched you put the ingredients in there. How did you get a cream puff?
That was funny. I did. That's one of the things that I did laugh at. But here's the thing. What bothers me is that you never actually see him eat the cream puff. He just holds it in front of his face and never see him eat. It's like nom nom nom. It's like, eat it. Eat it.
Well, he's savoring it. He loves it so much that he wants to nibble on it the whole time and just go like nom 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 nom.
Eat it.
Although if you hurt his cream puff, he'll kill you.
Don't drop the cream puff.
Yeah, don't drop the cream puff. Don't hurt his cream puff. Yeah. By the way, I sneezed on those cream puffs and they're on your hair. Can you please give them to me because I want to eat them?
Yeah.
I love. There's just like you're right. Like all your complaints, I'm agreeing with. I'm not.
I wouldn't
disagreeing
say
with
I'm
you.
complaining. I'm being critical. I'm just being normal critical.
All your points, I think, are 100% valid. I'm not disagreeing with you. There's just. I think like on several of the shows that me and you have differed on, like with this one in particular, I can point out all these flaws, but there's something about the storytelling that it's just the self-awareness.
Yeah, that's the saving grace.
I think the self-awareness is the saving grace. Plus, they're just trying to have fun. They're doing a goofy little thing. Yeah, they're like here, we're gonna give you our version of Quidditch, and he's gonna win by doing weird curveballs the entire time.
And by making his legs move so quickly, he's hovering in the air. I mean, it is so self-aware. It understands its own jokes. That is why I didn't hate this. That's why I didn't feel like it was a complete waste of my time, because the show isn't trying to tell me it's something more than it is. So that's why I'm not being, hardcore angry at this show.
Well, like to that point, when it comes to things like One Punch Man, for example, One Punch Man, everybody says the reason One Punch Man is so amazing, so brilliant, and so beautiful is because of all the stories that aren't about Saitama. And it's like, but I don't really care about those guys, and Saitama is just boring. So there's nothing for me to gravitate to here. With this, I like Mash. I like Mashle. I like him. He's an enjoyable character. He's very simple, not a whole lot there.
There was
and like with everything here, the whole thing, they've never taken themselves seriously. But when One Punch Man, they'll take everything else seriously. All those other stories, all the side character stories, they're super serious, and you're gonna fall in love with them. But it's like I don't care.
And the thing is that I only have one problem with MASH. It's when he runs into older brother visionary guy. There's one moment where it doesn't make sense based upon his personality, where they're talking and he says, "I'm not going to forgive you," but when he's rude to him. But that doesn't fit with Mash's personality, because once somebody apologizes every other time, Mash usually goes, "Okay, no problem." That didn't. It seems like that was just a little off in his personality trait there, and I didn't understand why he didn't accept his apology, because he always accepted everybody else's apology whenever they fought with him and attacked him, and then they give apologies.
It might be because he was annoyed. He wants to get to Lemon. You're in his way. You were rude to him. He's kind of a little. That might be his. That might be one of his his normal breaking points that aren't like, you destroyed a cream puff or attacked my friend. That might just be like one of his. Normal, I'm annoyed.
That was one thing where I literally says, "Wait a minute, that's a little out of character for him. That's not how he usually behaves in this situation." And they didn't do anything to follow up on it, is the thing. Because then he forgave him 2 minutes later when they shook hands and went their ways, when he thanked him for the handkerchief. So
this literally just hopped into my head. And this is to your point that season 2 probably picks up right where they left off. The older brother was about to battle the magical cannibal guy, and we never saw what was happening with that.
Yeah. This feels like it should have been like a 15-episode season.
Yeah, like there needed to be a few more episodes. Like there's stuff that's missing that it should have been in this season and not next season.
Yeah,
which
it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
If you're into it, you're gonna go right into it. But if you're
I'm
not
not
like
liking
me,
that some animes are starting to do this. Like, even though we differ on it, I hate my biggest criticism of Dandadan is that fucking ending.
we're gonna listen, we're not gonna get into that now. That's gonna at some point on some anime related stream, whether it's our show or somebody else's show, we will get into that. We are not gonna do that now because
I really hate cliffhangers like that. Like, there's
that was
give me a
listen, I already don't like that show, and that was a
Mhm.
really bad way to end that season.
Yeah,
Really bad way.
but like taking it to here, don't do these cutoffs. Give me like a proper ending for a season. Give me that proper thing. Let it all set up for the next season. Yeah, but give me that proper ending. Don't do the fucking
Well,
cutoff of. Well, we know that you don't have
well,
magic power. Oh, but
here's the
have to
well,
live with that.
just to use these both examples. This feels like maybe you should have gone back-to-back seasons, gone full 24.
Mhm.
You should have said because Dan to Dan doesn't get its season 2 for another. It doesn't till summer. That doesn't get a season 2 till summer. And I listen. We have to remember this that when we're talking about me here, if everybody likes something, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to, or at least I'm not going to like it the way they like it. Dan to Dan is one of those examples where I haven't given it's 12, and I didn't marathon it. I watched it over a week. I watched like 1 episode a day, maybe 2 a couple times towards the end. I spread it out. I didn't just take it all in at once. I let it simmer to see if it would do anything. And all I did was get more pissed off with every episode because it was nothing but one overused trope after another done in obnoxious ways. The only thing I liked is the big-titted grandma. That's it. And even she got on my nerves.
So me and you were similar when everybody loves something. I don't want to watch it out of protest because you're telling me to watch it. I don't want to do it because you all love it. I don't want to be a part of this.
I watched it because I knew I'm going to have an opinion on it right now. And I didn't want to not.
I started watching it.
And but that's the thing. So I hated it for probably every reason everybody else loves it. And it's the same situation of, and here's the other one. It's not nothing new. I've said it before on the show. I don't suck off Frieren the way everybody else sucked off Frieren. It was an okay 20 episode show for a first season, but it is not this groundbreaking anime everybody's pretending it is.
I still have some more episodes of Frieren, but I'm actually in the same camp as you.
Yeah.
On that one, I think it's good. I don't think it's as great as everybody wants to.
Yeah, and people saying, "Oh, it's the greatest thing ever. Oh, it's up there with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood." And I say, "Get the fuck out right now." If we get to the end and it does some epic shit, then we can have that discussion. You can't talk about something that's 20 episodes in and the actual source material isn't done yet. So that's that. Yeah.
Alpha Omega, I probably do have oppositional defiant disorder. I probably do. You tell me something super popular and stuff, I want to go the opposite way from you because fuck you.
Yeah. Either way, but back on topic. Well, do we have anything else to say about Mashle? I mean, I think we've kind of season 1.
For season 1, it's all over the place, but it's fun. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'd say watch it.
That's why I called it anime schlock for a reason. It's there, it happens, and you get through it. And if you want to keep going, you keep going. You don't.
Yeah. And I think we've had anime schlock on. We've talked about anime schlock on this before and stuff that like we just don't connect with. Back when.
Yeah.
I can't remember the dude's name. New York guy. But we watched Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho, and we gave that 2 seasons because there was a hiccup with my internet, so we didn't get to do a show 1 month. So we did 2 seasons. Yeah, it's no. I'm not going back for season 3. I didn't.
It just wasn't for us.
Yeah, and I can say that. But that's the thing. I don't want to be told that I'm wrong for not liking it. It's the thing. Stuff like that.
You're wrong for not liking Dandadan, but that's
no. I'm absolutely right to not like it. Anyway, but that's that. So if you wanted something that's just easy show, and there's 2 more seasons you can get, probably. I'm assuming the season 2 and 3 are both 12 episodes right now. I'm assuming that.
I'm willing to bet.
So if you want a good 30 episode run of something without a lot of weight to it, go probably watch this. Have a good time.
Alpha Omega Mob really bored me. It was a struggle.
Yeah.
I don't like that dude's writing. I know everybody.
I don't like
praises
that
him.
art style either. I hate
I
that
don't
art
like the
style.
art style. I hate the writing style. Everything else is more important than the main character, and it's like I just
Now, here's
it's
something I want to
annoying.
bring up. I came across this a couple weeks ago. I've been saving it for today. This picture. Dermy and I have made our thoughts very clear over the years how we feel about Attack on Titan. Okay.
I'm so done with Attack
I
on
show you
Titan.
this picture of 4 of the basically cornerstone shonen heroes. All right.
I swear to God, if Eren Yeager's on there, I'm gonna kill you.
Let's stop the rumbling, says Ichigo, Naruto, in Hokage mode. Luffy clearly post time skip and Goku, but they couldn't stop the rumbling. It's over. F whoever made this. F them.
They all could have stopped the fucking rumbling.
Each one of them by themselves could have stopped the rumbling. Come on.
You're gonna sit here and tell me
that's Hokage Naruto right there. That's Hokage Naruto.
I'm gonna take Hokage Naruto before whatever they've done in fucking Boruto, like ripped away his power.
Yeah.
This is at peak power.
Yeah.
This is peak Naruto nine-tailed power.
Yeah.
You want to this full dude can literally destroy the moon and a planet.
Yeah. Or now let's go. This is now they have Ichigo and Shikai mode there, but let's talk end of 1,000-Year Blood War Ichigo, or even adult Ichigo right now with full Bankai, proper Bankai. No. And then Gear 5 Luffy.
He can literally do whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's the craziest part about this. I haven't finished Wano, but I spoiled myself. I know what Gear 5 powers is.
Yeah.
It's literally whatever the fuck he wants.
You're
gonna sit here and tell me that a literal god.
He's a god. He's a god.
A literal god can't do. Motherfucker can make
because
a
here's the thing.
fucking fist.
Gear 5 is an awakened state, which means, like we saw when he was fighting Doflamingo in Dressrosa, he can alter the world.
Doflamingo and Donut Guy.
Donut Guy?
The guy that has similar abilities. He's from Whole Cake Island. He's one of the sons.
Okay. The second son. Yeah. The
he's actually one. He's a fucking awesome character. He also has an awakened ability.
So
and he can make all that stuff just happen.
Awakened devil fruit powers alter reality. They change things to suit the devil powder. When Luffy's in Gear 5, the world becomes rubber. Oh, Gear 5 Luffy would annihilate all that shit. And then you're telling me Goku, the original overpowered shonen hero, Goku.
Motherfucker's been dead and come back to life. I don't know how many times. And his Saiyan's power is literally if you die,
Super Saiyan 1 Goku. A Super Saiyan 1 Kamehameha wave would annihilate all that shit. A Super Saiyan 1.
Rose. All you need to go is Super Saiyan Rose. Well, not Rose. Blue. Super Saiyan Blue.
God Blue.
Kaioken.
God Blue. Yeah. Kaioken times. Yeah. I mean, we're not even getting to Ultra. We're not even getting to Ultra Instinct. We're not even there. Goku defeats this shit. Not base level Goku, but Super Saiyan 1 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku. This is retarded, and Alpha Omega says it right. This is some retarded Zoomer shit right here.
I'm so sick of everybody sucking off Attack on Titan. This wasn't a good show. They fucked it all up. We've gone over
time skip. Up until the time skip, it was fine, and then it leapt so far over the shark that even Fonzie was impressed.
It was just they fucked it all up, and it's not that great. No. Their story completely fell apart. They completely went away from what it was meant to be. Everybody became awful.
Yeah.
And Jeremy has some dumbass opinions from time to time. Well, most of the time, but about, I'd say 30% of the time, he has a really good take. Even he admitted Attack on Titan shit.
And he's an anime noob.
Yeah. And he loved Attack on Titan. He loved it. And he was like, continue to watch it. It's like, this becomes shit.
Yeah. It fell apart. The narrative, the characters were OOC. after the time skip. These weren't the same people you went through all that shit from. And so this, I saw this and it pissed me off. I'm like, oh my God. And here's my other rant that I'm going to go into now.
Wait, Luffy wouldn't get stepped on?
He
survived that shit.
Yeah, Luffy, blunt attacks don't hurt Luffy. You can't smush him. You can only stab. Luffy only takes damage from stab wounds.
I'm gonna strangle the.
But here's the thing. This kind of leads me to my rant. I said I had a rant, and this is kind of this walks into my rant right now. So you don't have to reply to this, but I have to get this out. This has been stewing in me for about, I would say, 3 months now. Because I'm sorry, 5 months. Because you guys know I like to wait to watch an entire season because I'm going to watch something. I want to enjoy the full thing. I don't want to wait. It's my privilege. It's not like I'm reviewing anime or anything. We only talk about shows once we watch a completion. We've done season 1 of ReZero. I love ReZero. I've seen season 1, 2. Currently, there's 2 episodes left of the season. ReZero season 3 is almost over. It's been going since last season. In last anime season. So it's almost done. I have been patiently waiting, trying to avoid spoilers, which shouldn't be hard because it's not like ReZero is a mainstream diehard anime, you know? It's not like all the Daima spoilers, which are up 5 seconds after the show airs when it went on Fridays. But with ReZero and all other things, because I'm doom scrolling on X for whatever reason, usually just because I'm bored or I'm searching for topics for different streams or transitions for Ballbusters. In the past several months, and it happened with and it started with ReZero, which and a couple other ones started to piss me off. I hate fake X anime fans who will take clips from an episode that just aired and start spamming them. Or from something or post something and try to put a profound statement on it, like, this was so hard for doing this. Oh, I can't believe that. These channels that are just, they are these poser weebs. And they just spam shit with no respect for anybody else that might not have seen it yet. I freaking hate it. I have had moments now spoiled for ReZero season 3 that with my eidetic memory, I can't get out of my mind. I know they're going to be coming because they spoiled it. I hate it.
To this point, to the whole fake weebs that say, oh my God, this is great. I watched all of fucking Castlevania Nocturne. Mainly because I was going to do a takedown video of somebody else. That's besides the point. But I watched it all because somebody did that exact same thing. It was like, oh my God, this moment slaps. And oh my God, it's so great. I got to the moment they were talking about. It's like, it's not that good. It's actually kind of shit. I don't know why you're praising this. And it's annoying to see that because they take the most innocuous moments. And to this point, I've been reading more manga, watching more anime, doing all that stuff. A while back, this would have been, I think, maybe during the summer or maybe late summer, early winter or early fall. There was a new chapter of Chainsaw Man that came out.
I have been seeing the Chainsaw Man panels coming up. First of all, I can't stand the artwork on that thing, so I can't stand to look at it. I hate it.
I've always said the manga is better than the anime. 100%.
No, the manga artwork just makes me go, oh God, I can't stand to look at it.
Even story wise, manga is superior than the anime.
Yeah,
but there was a whole fucking argument based on people posting just panels on whether or not the main character got sexually assaulted.
Was this the alleyway jerk off?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a whole argument that was done by fake weebs, and people are like, well, we're reading it constantly. We're always up to date. And it's like, if you would known that this was not a sexual assault because he was more than happy to receive that thing. This is the kind of guy he is. I know it sounds weird having this argument right now, but this is narratively, he 100% accepted that thing. And he would have not had a problem having the alleyway jerk off. But everybody was like, he just got assaulted. He got assaulted. You haven't been reading. You just haven't. It's like, well, the demon did it. It's like, he wouldn't fucking care if the demon did it or not. He still would have accepted it because it was a hot girl jerking him off. It wasn't until recently that he was like, wait, was it you or the devil that jerked me off? It was the devil. Okay. That's the whole wrap up of all that. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody's bringing this stuff up. And that's grinding my fucking gears, is seeing all the fucking shit before I've even seen it.
Yeah. And that's the point too. Or they put out shows that I kind of wonder if they're paid to do this shit in some way, because there's one show going on right now. It's got a season 2. I didn't watch first. I don't care. 100 girlfriends that really, 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 really love you. I'm not interested in that shit, in that one whatsoever, because it's the fan service without any real payoff. It's just a lot of cleavage and ass, and I'm all for a good harem comedy, but some of them are just too much for me, even me.
Mm-hmm.
I have been inundated with clips from this show for the past month on X Twitter. And all it's made me do is not want to watch it. I don't care if some of those chicks are super hot anime girls, and they are. The artwork is beautiful. Those girls look great, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm tired of it. It's the same way. It's almost the same as the fact that, as much as a old school Dragon Ball Z fan I go through phases where I really want to be into it. I don't care about Daima. I don't. But I am aware of what's gone on in Daima, because it just keep pushing it in my face. This is the problem, I think, with people. I would say not gatekeeping. You get people out there who are just, they think they just want to do it for traction. And I don't believe any of these accounts on X Twitter really give a damn about any of these shows they push out. They just do it to get traction, to get the hits, to get the likes, to have people talk about it. And it's cheapening the fandom of anime.
So
for me.
Two things. One, I'm so fucking done with spoilers. I'm so fucking done.
Yeah.
Because there was a time, this was back in 2022, where we were having Pokemon Legends Arceus coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I avoided so many spoilers. I was avoiding so much stuff. It was like just a few weeks before the game came out. I was like, I'm done looking at all the shit. I'm done being a part of this. I'm done. I want to experience this stuff for the first time. And a YouTube channel, I shit you not, their thumbnail was a spoiler. Before the official launch, before the official release, I saw the final evolutions of all the starters. And I was so pissed off.
That sucks.
Because that's in a thumbnail.
I understand that that's a fun thing about Pokemon, is being surprised with a new generation of what they're going to look like as they transform, as they evolve.
Yeah, and this was something else, because we're taking old Pokemon and giving them new final evolutions. So this was something I was really looking forward to. But then to that point of gatekeeping and people only getting involved in something for clout, clicks, whatever. Sometimes a grift, sometimes they're not even a fan. You're not gonna fully understand this, but this is Ludwig. If you share my screen, Ludwig is a soy ass fucking streamer who sucks the dick of Hassan and will outright change entire videos because Hassan cried, even if the knock on Hassan wasn't that big. This is Ludwig revealing.
Is this him putting on a maid outfit because Hassan put on a maid outfit?
No, this is his VTuber avatar. He's a VTuber now. Why? I don't know. Because VTubers are popular? Because his best friend Connor likes VTubers? He's never shown any interest in VTubing. He's never shown any interest in any of this stuff, but he made a VTuber avatar to be a part of it for no reason. And then a few years back, Pokimane did VTubing. And then she got kicked out. Well, her audience turned on her for being a VTuber because she doesn't have a VTubing audience.
Because she's not a VTuber. She's a...
Ludwig's not a VTuber
either.
Ludwig's not a VTuber either. These people don't... They're never shown any interest. They've never shown any part of this. Why are you doing this now?
One thing that I will say, the VTuber audience, for lack of better phrasing, they will purity test that shit right out. They will not tolerate that from what you've always explained to me. They will easily boot that shit.
Now the big name VTubers, like a lot of the streamers, are all praising them, but it's like they're not going to last. And Alpha Omega, I saw Hassan was in Japan. I didn't know he moved there, and that's a conversation for Saturday Charity.
Yeah, I believe that for the drama shit.
Yeah, and I trash taste. I still have some opinions there. That
I don't even know what that is.
It's an anime podcast that has friends of Hassan on it.
You see, this
I
is
like
why
the podcast, but
this is why I just want to talk anime with you and other people generally. I don't follow anybody else because I don't trust anybody. I mean, up until hanging out with you and a few others, anime for me was a private thing. I didn't share it with anybody. I just watched my shows and I lived it. But then I wanted to suddenly, I felt, you know what? Maybe I should start talking about anime from my perspective. And then, okay, we can have real discussions. But until I started doing this shit, it was a private thing for me. And now I want to keep doing it like this because at least listen, say what you will about us. We are very real with our opinions and our tastes. Listen, if I wanted to be a fake weeb or try and generate some sort of approval, I would be sucking Dan to Dan's dick. But I'm not.
We would have praised Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Yeah. We would go, oh, what an ending. Oh, it's brilliant.
I would have been able to get Adam to watch Delicious in Dungeon by now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we would have done differently if we weren't trying to just be like fake anime fans and be unreal.
Lots of us, I mean, no, we're anime fans, but we would be grifters. We'd be full on grifters.
We'd be actual grifters. We
trend grifters, I think it's a way to put it.
Yeah, we would say all the things that need to be said to praise everything. Yeah. Just like some Star Wars people do. Like we would do everything that we don't truly believe in.
Yeah. And I would have said one season and let's do Freerin right now because it's so great. We can't wait to do that. No, I've said what I said about Freerin. I've said what I said about Dan to Dan. We've said what we said about Attack on Titan. I've said what we said about a lot of things that are not popular takes. My Dan to Dan take is not a popular take. In fact, if I posted even with my little bit of traction on X Twitter, if I posted fuck Dan to Dan, I would be destroyed probably. Because it's beloved right now. I'd be destroyed. But because I don't care, I'm not going to pretend to like something that I don't, just to be accepted by the masses.
Imagine us sucking off fucking Gundam Witch of Mercury.
And we were ready to. We were very ready to because those first 13 episodes were not terrible.
They ended season 1 on a moment that you weren't very positive on, but I was. We were interested in where it was going to go.
Well, no. We had differing opinions. I was okay with it. I thought she was in the right, and you thought the reaction to the smush was bad, and I thought it was a bad reaction to the smush. You liked the reaction.
You thought
you liked.
I liked the reaction. You hated the reaction.
Yes, because I thought, well, she was totally in the right to smush that dude. And you're like, yeah, she was, but the other chick should be horrified. And I was like, no, it doesn't make any sense. But we were divided. And then season 2 came out, and I watched it before you got to it. And I said, you're not going to be happy. And you're like, be fine. I'm like, you're not going to be happy. And you got there, and they made it gay. They made it lame and gay. Literally.
Broke my heart. It broke me. Show did okay, but the Gunpla sold very well in Japan. Yeah, the Gunpla sells well. I still think see Gunpla always
sell well. I mean, it's.
I've seen people sharing their Ariel. I've seen Ariel in fucking stores, and it's like I want to buy this just so I can burn it. I hate you.
Buy that one. Have that be the Gundam you break. If you're not going to buy the one I want you to buy to break it, that would truly break your soul.
It needs to be something that I at least care about because I would do that just to do that. That would be funny, and I would laugh. It needs to be something that does hurt a little bit.
Well, since it's a good transition, since we are talking Gundam now, we're not going to go full details because we have to save that for a real discussion.
We do need a real discussion on Seed.
Because literally that's literally 100 episodes in a movie. And as I said, I finally managed to get a hold of the movie a couple of months ago. It had been hard to get a hold of, and I finally got a copy of it a couple months ago. And I'm waiting for that special moment where I really want to see it, where I really want to watch it. I'm not quite there yet, I'm almost there.
I got there because I finished Destiny and I was like, I need more.
Well, that's because you just finished. Dude, I had been waiting for more for over a decade.
I needed to inject that shit directly.
Do you understand? There was a period of time where we thought the third season was going to be called Gundam Seed Eternal. We thought there'd be a third Seed Eternal, and it never manifested. Everybody thought, there'll be, for those of us who love Seed, because you have to understand one thing. I haven't seen as much Gundam you have. You've seen probably half as much more as I have, but I've seen my fair share at this point in my life. And Seed was my third Gundam series that I saw at the time. Maybe fourth, if you count my dipping into. I dipped into the original and I dipped out because after watching Wing and G Gundam, I couldn't quite get into it. And all things related, I'm like MS Team. I said myself, it was not until I was in culinary school in the early 2000s where Seed premiered on Toonami in its horrible edited version. They did a horrible localization of it, the edited stuff. The VA work is fine because Yuri Lowenthal. This is why Yuri Lowenthal is one of the all-time greats. His Kira is fantastic. His Kira is great. But they did some horrible edits in it. Eventually, I got my hands on the real deal.
I might have seen the horrible edited version.
I have the remastered Blu-rays of both. I have them of Seed.
Have you seen season 1?
Yes.
Does it have all the audio in it?
Yes. It even has the sex.
Oh, wait, I saw the sex. So, like, the version I saw, there's whole chunks of audio missing.
No, I have the remastered Blu-ray that they never really released widely. I have it of Seed and Seed Destiny. Here's how you know you have the proper Seed and Seed Destiny. You have the remastered Blu-rays because it's widescreen. It's not 4:3. It's widescreen. There's the sex where Flay manipulates Kira with sex.
Yeah, I saw the sex.
And the guns. The guns are not altered. And at the same time, they did a little bit of work towards the end to make it nice. You have also the remastered Destiny because originally the 50 episode run of Destiny, the final episode, was a bullshit. They fucked up. Now,
what did they do finally?
Okay, so the one you saw in the finale had both Kira and Afrin in there, right? Is that you saw that? They're both there. Originally, it was just Kira. And a whole lot of stuff didn't happen.
That's fucked up.
So about a year later, they came out with a Final Plus episode, which was 40 minutes long, which was basically the original final 2 episodes redone and done. And then they included Athrun in those final parts to make it look right and had the epilogue where they then go to the memorial.
Oh, that's such a good scene.
So I had to live through all of that. And be like, as much as I loved it, be very pissed off at episode 50. And then I had to own. See, I have.
I need to get the Blu-ray because in the version I saw in Seed, there's whole episodes. Like for the first 9 episodes, there's moments where the audio's just gone on certain characters.
Yeah, mine's working. See, I had bought all of Seed Destiny on DVD back in the day, and I had the crap episode 50, and then I had to buy an additional Final Plus DVD to watch it. So
it's very weird to hear somebody responding to somebody who talked, but you never heard what they said.
Yeah.
So it's very awkward. And then the last few episodes of Seed, they fucked the audio up again.
Yeah, see,
they had the vocals way too loud. You could hear the echoing in the room.
The muxing was off.
Yeah. That you could hear the echoes in the room that they were doing it in. All the effect sounds and music was muffled.
No, so yeah, I have the good Blu-ray remasters of both of them now.
So outside of like that, when it comes to Seed, I can see it is 100% a recreation of Universal Century.
It is, but it's beautiful.
It is really fucking good.
Don't you
Holy
love the
shit.
Gundam designs?
The Gundam designs are great. I don't like Archangel.
You don't like the Archangel?
No, I don't like the Archangel.
I love
There's
the
just something
Archangel.
about the Archangel. Well, I don't like the design. Like
Did you like
story
the
and narrative
the Minerva though? I bet you like the Minerva.
Oh, I fucking love the
Minerva's a beautiful ship. It's a crew of assholes, but it's a beautiful ship.
There's a new ship.
Hang on. Highball Ninja, we do this once a month. This is an end of the month stream.
Mm-hmm.
We do it once a month, usually last week of every month. We won't have one next month, but we'll explain that at the end of the show today. Yeah. But usually it's a once a month show because we need time to watch the show, think about the show, and gather other topics to talk about, and also hopefully get guests sometimes too. Yeah. So we do this once a month, and it's on my channel and on Dermy's channel, so you can catch it on both places.
You can catch us wherever we are. But
and there's a playlist. If you want to see past episodes, there's a playlist on my.
He has a more complete playlist than me. I've been on more than what my playlist is, but we only started doing this multi thing.
Dermy came in about I had another partner at the time who, for reasons, left the show, and then Dermy came on, and from there, Dermy's been the regular, and now it's just me and Dermy as the sole permanent co-host. We're always open to expanding it. We just haven't gotten there yet. It's a process anyway. All right, go ahead though. Show.
But I will say my favorite ship is actually the movie.
I wish I could talk about it, but I can't. I'm the bad one. I didn't know you got your hands on the movie. If I'd known, I might have watched it.
All three of them are on Netflix. I thought you've already seen the movie, so that's why I did. I was saving it for this discussion to talk, but when it comes to Seed, it is recreation of Universal Century. You can see it all. There's minor changes here or there. I still love it. I still care for it. My biggest complaint is, why are you pawning over Flay? Why are you lusting over her still?
Listen, he got over her. Once Lacus came into his life, glorious, beautiful goddess that she is.
No, she came into his life, and then Flay dies, and he still was sad. It's like,
in Destiny, he's completely over her. He's completely over her in Destiny.
Yes, I will agree with that. He's completely over her, rightfully.
Here's my biggest problem. I'm not listen. I love Seed and Seed. I love them both. They're my favorite. Of all the Gundams I've seen, favorite. My biggest problem is that in Destiny, Kira has evolved. His evolution continues great. Atherin regresses as a character in Destiny.
I understand why Atherin regresses, because part of it is cult of personality. Because here's the beauty of Destiny. Destiny actually, because Seed is 100%. It tricks you, but also Seed is 100% Universal Century remade. Destiny is something completely different. It's its own unique thing. And the villain's fucking communism, by the way. Fuck everybody else. It's literally communism.
Yes, we're going to make sure the Destiny plan, we're going to make sure you're fitting into exactly where you need to be to help you be a better society. Fuck
Doesn't matter what job you had. We're going to change you around. It's beautiful. Plus, I have a commentary on the military industrial complex. Fantastic.
And I got, and fuck Shin. Fuck Shin. That berserker madman. He's a berserker madman. His seed mode is garbage compared. What I love is the fact that with his berserker seed mode, Atherin goes seed mode for half a fucking second and beats his berserker seed mode.
Watch the movie.
Okay, I will.
That's all I'm gonna say. Because
listen,
if I didn't watch the movie,
I'm sure Shin gets. Listen, I know Shin plays a role in it. I'm sure he gets redemption, but you got to understand, I've got over a decade's worth of Shin hate built up in me. Even no matter how many times I watch this, I have a decade's worth of Shin hate built up.
I was agreeing with you because I hated Shin for a long time. Kira's the GOAT.
He's ultimate God mode. You have to be. He is the greatest Gundam pilot. He's fucking God mode, and I love it. I love it.
But I understand though why Atherin regresses in Destiny. It's mainly due to the perception of the plants, perception of
and he way thing too.
And he gets manipulated a little bit. He gets played a little bit. You have the chair.
Gilbert's a son of a bitch.
Oh, he's awful.
Yeah,
and I love it.
Yeah,
he is a clever manipulative bastard.
Now, I got to mention this also. Possibly the greatest soundtracks ever in Gundam. The soundtracks are amazing. I have them.
I was on
Oh,
I don't like the Lacus songs that much
uh-huh.
because I don't. There's something about it that are just annoying.
The
But
Lacus
the other
songs.
day I was at work, listen,
Uh-huh.
like they have Lacus,
Oh,
all the
Lacus.
songs.
Are you
Well,
supposed
her
to say
real name it's Lacus.
But well, they say Lacus. They've been saying Lacus forever.
It's
So
Lacus.
it's Lacus. Lacus
It's
Klein.
Lacus.
Lacus Klein.
Lacus
We're
Klein.
not. We're not doing this. We're not doing this now. We're not doing this now.
Okay, we'll have this argument another
We're
time.
not
But
doing this now.
all of her music I hate. But there's the other
Fields of
day I was
Hope.
just.
Fields of Hope will break your fucking heart, dude.
I'll say I think Fields of Hope is like her main one. That is a good one. But then there's the
Yeah.
dun 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 dun
Well,
dun
when she's
dun
in pop,
dun 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 dun.
listen,
Oh, it shivers down your spine, and you're like, let's go, motherfuckers.
yeah, it's
We're
so there is just so much love. And here's the thing, though, I love it. This is one of the things that early on when I was dabbling in the internet, getting more into looking around things, I learned to not like the overall Gundam online community because they refer to people who like Seed as seedlings and they consider them lesser Gundam fans.
the story's good.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
They're like, you seedlings. What do you know what?
It's
Shut up.
really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Seed is retelling of Universal Century. You can easily see it.
Yeah.
Destiny isn't. Destiny is its own unique thing, and it's beautiful. It's wonderful. I love so much about it. I wish they focused more on Kira instead of Shin.
But
most
that's
of
the
the
trick.
time.
That's the trick. They trick you thinking that Kira's going to take a side note, and then partway through, it's, oh, guess what? Kira's still your main character.
Yes, and I fucking loved it. I love the fake Lacus.
Mir. Mir is a slut goddess.
Dude,
when she shows up in that lingerie.
OG Gundam had a nude scene, but it wasn't a nude scene that was like sexy. It was girls
she was
in the shower.
basically naked.
Yeah,
basically
the nude scene in OG Gundam is a girl's coming out of the shower naked. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing sexual about it.
I'm waking
that
up.
was a beautiful scene. It was like, holy
listen,
shit,
in the remastered Destiny, her nightgown is see-through.
Same.
Okay, so you saw it. Yeah.
I saw nipples.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
hello, Mir. Hello, Mir.
Is this Gundam? Is this what I'm?
Listen.
I've never seen this in a Gundam.
Listen, and you got Maru Ramius, who every time the bridge shakes, they bounce everywhere.
They played into jiggle physics in this one.
Oh, they did.
They don't. The only other time I've seen like jiggle physics in Gundam was in G. They love their jiggle physics in this. Now, it's like, you know what? You get applause.
We're doing our overall talk here. I gotta say, I'll move the Flaga, bitches. I'm the Hawk of Endymion. How about a full circle story right there? When you're in episode 49 and he goes to in Akatsuki and he's blocking it and all the members come back, it's like, oh, bitch, I ain't gonna die this time. Nuh-uh. Ooh, it's so good. It's so good. I tear up, dude. I shed man tears. Mm-hmm. I shed man tears in that
moment. That is a fucking good moment. So I will say this. I knew
we all knew it was Moo. We all knew it was Moo.
We all knew it was Moo, but so before they confirmed that it was Moo, I knew that was all going to happen even before I saw Destiny. Mm-hmm. Mainly because Silver had one of the Gundam Dynasty games, mm-hmm. and it had Seed
characters.
And Seed
okay,
it had the whole storyline in there. So he was playing through it, and I saw like the Moo revelation, and it's like, mm-hmm. oh, so who's he? Well, I'm so lost because he was like in the middle of Destiny when all the revelations happened. And it's like, I don't know who the hell these people are. I'm going away.
Yeah.
And then I see it at live action. It's like, God damn, that's so fun.
It's so good. It's so good. And you gotta love it in Seed when Maru thinks Moo has died and she takes out the Dark Archangel. When she's like, fuck you, I'm taking this shit out. And then at the end,
I loved what's her name? Like I liked her story in the whole thing too. Mm-hmm. The original first
officer. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I loved her story, even if it's tragic, because she's all about like orders, restrictions, doing the job, doing what's told of you, and then she realizes like this is not right, this isn't good, we need to not be doing this. And
now, sorry, finish the thought. Sorry, I was gonna jump.
And then she fights back and she sacrificed. Oh, God damn, that's such.
Now,
that hurt.
As far as Gundam goes, when you got the reveal of Destroy.
I love the
Oh,
Destroy. I don't normally
that's
like the Estrella and the Destroy. I don't normally like mass-produced Gundams
but
other
that
than I think
thing.
there's 3, Goof, Destroy, and Astray.
Well, there,
The
yeah.
Destroy. Oh.
When it first gets revealed, and Kira's fight with it, oh, in freedom, in regular freedom, it's just good. And
Mhm.
we're gonna rehash this discussion in a real discussion of Destiny. But I remember you got to understand back in the day when this was happening, when during the Antarctic fight, when Shin beats Kira in the Destiny versus Freedom fight. Back then, the Shin fanboys like, he beat Kira. Fuck you. And it's like, motherfucker, Kira wasn't even fighting him. He was playing defense the whole time. And
Mhm.
and
I
it
hate the
wasn't a real fight.
impulse. I
Uh,
hate the impulse.
yeah, yeah.
I hate that
The impulse
fucker.
versus freedom. Yeah, impulse it's like fake strike is what it is. It's fake strike.
It's fake strike and it's so fucking impractical. It was a bad design. It's a bad
Yeah,
Gundam. Fuck off.
yeah. And Luna Mario deserved to lose in it when she
Yeah.
got it busted up. I
But
like Luna Mario. Now I like Luna Mario. Luna Mario's a good
yeah,
character.
she's a
But
good
yeah,
character.
yeah.
But
But
Shin
yeah,
is
Shin.
what I will say, I was kind of I wasn't fully shocked, but I was kind of shocked that they let the girl that was piloting Destiny actually die.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh well,
I was
yeah. Yeah, she had to die. Yeah, Stella had to die.
still so I was
Oh, I
shocked in
mean
the
destroy.
sense
You mean
that
destroy. You mean destroy.
yeah, destroy,
Yeah,
destroy.
Stella
Yeah,
had to die.
Stella.
She was broken, dude. Those chemical kids were all fucked up. They were
But
broken.
like with Stella, I was like, they're obviously gonna find a way to save her. They're obviously gonna. Oh, they actually did kill her. Oh, she is dead.
Yeah,
Oh fuck, that's
yeah.
actually kind of sad.
But it's
Actually,
good.
kind of
It's called consequences.
yeah. It was one of those things like there's no way to save her. It's like we find a fucking way. I love her. Don't do this. And like Shin's a bastard.
Yeah.
There's so much of Shin that is annoying. He gets a good redemption arc,
I
and
I've
it's like
I know they're gonna do it. I knew it's gonna happen because I know he's in the movie. I know
it's
that's
just one of those moments where it's like I kind of wish he had Shin. There's also some. I'm not gonna spoil the movie.
yeah.
They don't do one thing that I wish they do, which is involving. I just had it. Kira's sister,
Oh, Kigali.
Kigali. Yeah, they don't do something with Kigali and Athrun that I
Mm,
want them to finally just.
mm. Well, we'll have that
I
discussions
want it.
later. We'll have the discussions later because
But
honestly,
they do something that's nice, and that shows that they're still together.
Kigali got she's such a pain in the ass by the end of Destiny, though. It's like, goddamn, shut up,
She
Kigali.
did. They kind of
That
sidelined her,
they
and I hated
they
that because
totally sidelined her. She
she
totally
was my
sidelined her.
favorite
Yeah.
character in Seed. I
Well,
love Kigali.
yeah, I love it all, and I'm so glad you liked it. This is one of those things. It's like whenever I tell you or Jed to watch something I haven't seen before, I'm always afraid you're going to hate it. And that's happened more often than not with me and Jed because of some of the movies that I think are great from the '80s and he can't
Mhm.
stand them. But especially something like this, considering your knowledge and love for the Gundam franchise, I was afraid you were going to hate Seed and Seed Destiny. I really was, and
I was afraid. I just sat down and started watching it because it was like I need something to watch. It's
mhm.
there. I'll start watching it, and I couldn't quit. I had
and
to
the
watch it all.
And the themes, the opening themes
Oh.
for all of them are so good. So
I
good.
prefer the final theme in
Uh
Destiny.
well, that didn't used to be the final one. That's something different. The other one used to be yeah, I have them right here. Uh they used to have different ones. The ones you get in the remaster are different. The
Mhm.
final one is different. It used to be something a little different. They redid it all. They redid it because
I just
it's all good. They're all great though.
there's
They're all
something
great.
about there's something though about Athrun as a character, as just being who he is.
Mhm,
It's so nice to see. It's different in Gundam because yes, a lot of the Gundam pilots they don't like to kill. They
mhm,
always have that thing of I don't want to kill you, but I'm forced to.
mhm.
Athrun actively avoids it at all. Not Athrun.
No, Kira. To his
Kira.
detriment. Kira
Yes,
avoids it to his detriment. And that's the only reason Shin had the upper hand on him because Baby Rao,
mhm,
I always call him Baby Rao. Baby
makes
Rao
sense.
basically cued him into it that Kira only goes for non-vital points. Because remember, first part of Seed, Kira killed motherfuckers. He killed motherfuckers left and right. But it's later on, it's like, I'm not going to kill anymore. Because
he's so done with killing. And then I'll call her by the name that you call her, Lacus. Lacus is just perfect for him. All those like little moments where you're just seeing them together. It's like, you two are just wonderful together. I love it.
She's the best.
They're literally designed for each other to the point that like,
well, she saves him. She saves him.
She saves him. He saves her. They're like literally made for each other. They're this perfect couple that they care about each other so much that when like Lacus goes off to make the DOMs, Kira's worried. When Kira goes off to war, she's worried. It clicks perfectly. It is
listen,
not spoiling the movie.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Just stop.
Yeah, you know what? I'll stop right there.
Just stop right there. All my Kira Lacus moments, I've hovered over them for years. They're some of the best. They're like when he finds out she's in trouble in Destiny, and they turn Strike Ruse into Strike, and that's an even better version in the remasters. It's more to it. In the original, it's just put the jetpack on, fly it up there. In the remastered one, it's Strike Ruse Plus, where she's got all the extra shit on it, and everything he does to get up there is just so good. And then when he gets
to save his love,
and then she's like, I've got something for you. I know you don't want this, but here it is. It's like, thank you. Now I can fight like I need to with Strike Freedom.
There
is a Strike Freedom model that I'm going to get eventually. It's a posable one that when I have a better setup, a better room, better place, it's one of the models I must have. A Strike Freedom I must have in the background.
I'm going to be hunting for one. You need to watch that fucking movie. ASAP.
I know the third Freedom. I showed you the artwork like 6 months ago, and you're like, that's nice. And I'm like, you don't understand. You don't understand. Now you do.
And then I watched it.
Now you understand the glory of the freedom.
Yeah, it is the third Freedom.
It is the third. It is the third Freedom in
Freedom. I think it's Strike Freedom Defender is what it's called.
Yeah, it's the third Freedom because Athrun gets a new Justice. Everybody gets a fresh slate of Gundams in that one. But now you understand. The Freedom is my all-time favorite Gundam. I love the Freedom. It's a work of art.
My favorite was always Unicorn. Between Unicorn and Master.
Yeah, you understand.
Freedom is beautiful.
Now you understand my choice in the opening sequence of our show. Now my choice of having Kira look up and shift to the Gundam. Now you understand why I chose that, because it's like, oh yeah, baby.
Kira's just the whole story is just beautiful, and I kind of want to go watch more of it. Favorite Gundam like design was always Unicorn. Favorite Gundam series always G, but this is
up there now.
It's fighting like my top Gundams were always G Gundam because that's your first one. You always love your first. Then it was Iron Blood Orphan 00. I think Seed's taking the place of 00
because good night, Hot Rock Ninja. Take it easy, man.
Have a night, bud.
No, yeah, which I said 100 episodes of outstanding character work and story. Paired with incredible soundtrack, some of the best Gundam designs I've ever seen. I thought, these Gundam, they're all so good. They're all so unique.
They're all so amazing.
I mean, now you understand when we were watching Lesbian Time, Mercury, Witch of Mercury, how trash those Gundam designs are in that one.
Oh, I already knew they were bad.
I know,
the beginning.
But I compare. But you understand, I compare everything to Seed and Seed Destiny. That's my bar, and
you're fair. It is a fair complaint. One of my other favorite moments, and we'll start wrapping up here. I love how in Seed. I love how in Seed they have like they're not Zaku's. They call them something else. I can't remember what it's called.
Well,
no,
they didn't actually call them Zaku's. They called them Zaku's in Destiny. In Seed,
there were no
Zaku's in Seed. Yeah,
in Seed, there's Zaku's. They're not Zaku's, but they're Zaku's.
Yeah.
And then you go into Destiny, it's like, no, there's Zaku's.
There's Zaku's.
We've been having them.
Yeah, that's what I loved in
They're
Destiny.
just
Like,
that.
I loved it in Destiny. Like, okay, we're just gonna we're calling Zaku's. We got Goose. We're giving up. We're giving up. There's Zaku's.
Yeah,
and
we're
Goose.
just giving up. I do love how the Doms aren't evil though, because Dom design was always one of my favorites.
Are those the purple ones with the Cyclops?
Yeah, the purple one. With
Oh yeah,
the
when they arrive on that scene, those three just annihilate people, dude.
When I saw them in the intro, it's like, fuck. When those things come out, those things are actually tough. In the original Gundam, they were brought up way too soon, but they are beasts. Literal monsters on the battlefield because how they're designed, how they work. They're so fat. They're fast, but they're heavy.
Yeah.
And I saw they're good. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, nothing stopped them on that battlefield. Nothing stopped them. When we talk like this, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do this over like a 4-month period because we're gonna have to divide it 25 25 25 25 movie. We're gonna have to do it like that. It's gonna be an event. We're gonna have to do it because it's the only way to do justice. Because you have to do justice to each and every fight. Because how can you not spend at least a half an hour talking about the episode 25 of Seed where Athrun and Kira try to kill each other?
Oh God!
How can you not talk about that? And then Athrun thinks he's killed his best friend, but he's crying at the same time because he avenged one friend but killed another. That's art.
He killed his best friend, and he's like, I followed the rules, I followed my orders, but I had to take out somebody I cared about more than anything. Oh,
yeah. How can you
and then
not?
And then this a similar response when he meets Shin. You fucking just killed my best friend. I fucking hate you.
Yeah, it's also good. Or like or Athrun's arrival at the Battle of Orb to stop Shin and to help out Kira.
Shin's arrival, not Athrun, not
Kira's arrival from
Kira's arrival to Alaska.
Oh, in Seed? Oh yeah. Well, that's the first time you hear that's the freedom theme. It's just I've clipped that out where it's just the pause and the freedom is shining and he stops him. He protects the Archangel's bridge and it's like Kira's back. Yes, and he's got the freedom. Oh. It's so good. It's so good. But we got to stop here. We have to stop.
Yeah, we are stopping talking about it. But because of this, I've had all my Gundam, my Gundam itch has been like just. So I started rewatching 00, and it's like, man, 00. This is why I think Seed is better than 00 now.
I watched Seed. Yeah.
00
now you understand.
It's really good. It's a whole lot deeper. It's a whole lot more methodical because it's a remake of Wing. It's not Seed.
I watched Wing was my first. Then G Gundam was my second. And then I watched a little bit of original MS Team, a couple other things in between there. And then 00 came out after Seed, right? Yeah, it came out after Seed. Yeah.
Probably.
Seed is 2001.
Yeah. Because 00.
So I watched Seed, and I thought, wow, this is the greatest I've ever seen. And then I watched 00, and I was thinking, I'm hating this.
00 was slower. It's not the same. It's doing a completely different thing. It's not as fun. It's more deep, makes you think, and a lot more political intrigue.
And psychological too.
Yeah, psychological. It's a lot of interesting stuff going on, but it's just.
I didn't like the Gundam designs in 00. I didn't like how the Gundams worked in 00. I just didn't like it.
They start getting better in season 2.
Yeah, still, either way. So at some point, guys, we will give a full. I mean, we were broad stroking here. We talk moments, but we'll give real, and we'll put a real panel together for that too. We won't just be.
We'll have to get a real panel, and motherfucker, you need to watch that goddamn movie. One thing, this is not a spoiler of the movie. This is my one critique.
I probably have to watch it this weekend now. Now you've got me all excited. Now I probably.
This is my one critique I could say about the movie that is not a spoiler. I don't like the female designs for anybody because they give them all.
The lips.
They give them all.
I saw that in the trailer.
Fat lips, and it's
I saw that in the trailer. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Yeah, I saw that in the trailer.
They all have it. It's annoying. It's unsettling. It's really unsettling to see Kigali like that. So
I think they did it to try and age everybody up a little bit because that's one of the things that CNC does do well. the characters actually age. We're not stuck at 15, 16. They're in their late teens. They're in their 20s. You know, we're actually they're growing up. It's not just the
Well,
kids
you can tell
anymore.
that, especially because Kigali goes from being flat chested to having tits.
Yeah.
Listen,
Listen,
I have to point that out, but
I love it. We're gonna get a real panel together. We're gonna talk to stuff. Now that we've talked about it, I think I've reached the point where I have to watch the movie. But I think, do I watch it all?
I want your take on the movie.
Do I watch it all? The thing is, do I watch all of Seed and Sea Destiny and then watch the movie? I think I have to do a full watch. I have to do a full watch.
You have to do a full watch. So like how I did it,
It's like my umpteenth time though. You don't understand. I've seen this thing like
I get
10, 15
I get
times.
what you're saying. You kind of need a full watch just to appreciate some of the payoffs in the movie.
Well,
and at the same time, you're gonna want to notice because they changed some of the lore.
I know all the lore. You have to understand, dude. I have watched this repeatedly since 2001. I used to watch it on a yearly basis. Only the past couple of years, I haven't watched it on a yearly basis. I've watched this thing so many times over and over again. But I probably need to, because I need something to watch anyway. Because I'm still in between. I still got at least another 4 or 5 weeks until winter season's done for anime.
You know what? I'm not gonna say it.
So just stop right there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it because it is a change. I don't mind the change, but it is a change.
We'll see. We'll talk about it. I mean, I'm probably I've been leaning towards it. I won't lie. I've been leaning towards it because the movie stares at me every time I open up a file. It's like, there it is. And I'm running out of things to watch while waiting for the next season of anime to finish.
Do just a pure rewatch of everything. Go into the movie. You will appreciate the movie a whole lot more, I think.
Oh, well, remember, photographic memory. I'm good, but I need something to watch anyway, and now I'm in the mood. Well,
so and I get the photographic memory. I have a similar thing. Like I could watch everything.
Audio for me. It's audio too. I remember.
I can remember some audio. My thing, it's not as perfect as yours. I do have a decent one.
I've evolved it. It wasn't always like this. It's taken a lot of years of practice.
But like like how I ended up watching, I watched it all the way through. And I think if I took a break in between Destiny and didn't just hop into the movie, I don't think I would have appreciated the movie as much as I do right now. Because I went directly end of Destiny straight into that movie.
That was a luxury you've had.
Yeah,
that was a luxury. I listen. I could have watched this 3 months ago, but I haven't. So.
There's something about just how I watched the whole thing was all of them back to back, right into each other, and it flows so beautifully, so naturally. Everything just kind of works out well, except for Shin. Why are we focusing on Shin? I want to go back to Kira. Fuck you.
But then Kira busts out the freedom and so good. All right. We got to stop. I am going to do a rewatch. Hopefully by the time we come back, I will likely watch it. Listen, like I said, I got about 3 or 4 weeks to kill, so things to watch when I'm finished watching what I'm currently watching until the winter season finishes. Because I got like 12 shows that I'm waiting for a finish right now. So I'll have a lot to watch, but I need something in between.
I mean, so like right now I'm doing 00. Once I'm done with 00, I'm going to do Iron Blood Orphan. Once I'm done with Iron Blood Orphan, I'll find something.
Yeah.
There is some stuff that's coming up. I need to watch Dr. Stone, which we need to do an anime Odyssey on.
I've never been interested in that, so that's one of the ones you got to.
It's actually pretty darn good.
I've never been interested in that whole thing. I know the new season comes out next month.
I need to watch the new season, so because I like Dr. Stone. I think you'd like it.
We'll see. I mean, anyway, so that's it. Now, as I said earlier, there will be no Anime Odyssey in March for a couple of reasons. One, Dermy's schedule is a little cockeyed right now, and I'm going out of town right when we start, so I won't be here. And to doing it a week earlier kind of throws a monkey wrench at a lot of things. So we tend to like to keep it in the 4th week of every month. So there will be no Anime Odyssey next month, but that doesn't mean we won't choose the next show for April. All right, you ready? Want to play the game?
Let's play the game.
Okay, 1, Isekai, but not the normal kind. 12-episode season, only has the one season. They never did more, but it is very grounded and has a touch of misery porn, which I know you like. Touch of misery porn. Reality of being in this kind of situation. Essentially, what would it be like if you weren't superpowered in your Isekai? What wouldn't it be like? Anyway, so you got that one. Second, this is another one I've thrown out before. You've dodged it in the past, so let's see if you like this one. Romantic drama, 24 episodes, very heart-wrenching, very good story. I like it. It's one of my favorites. And then the third one. Shit, I forgot the third one was. Crap. I had it earlier. Fuck, I just forgot it. I should have done a little prep. I'm gonna have to quickly go through. Let's go with. Oh fuck! I feel
Dude,
bad.
All I'm gonna say is the next time I do this, all three of them are mechs. I'm not gonna lie.
Shit. What was my third one? Fuck it. Fuck. I don't remember. Damn it. I don't want to do that. I just started.
Pick one off the top of your head that you might think.
Well, I don't. Yeah, well, I'm just watching a lot of fantasy. I wanted to try and have variety in each one. The first one's fantasy. The second one's real world romantic drama. And I wanted something third to be kind of different. You know, I like to give you at least not all in the same basket.
I tried to do the same thing. Next time I ain't doing this. I've already decided.
Oh, shit. All right. You know what? Season 2 fantasy of something we've already watched. There's the third one. I have to.
Well, I can figure out what season. I think I can.
It's obvious. It's fucking obvious which one that one is, just because I have.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's go ReZero.
No.
Oh, was it gonna be ReZero season 2?
No, it's not.
Oh,
no, it's not. No, the third one is something we've already watched. It's fantasy. Is that what you want, or do you want to rethink that because it's not ReZero?
You know what? I already chose the third one. I thought it was ReZero. Let's go with the third one.
All right. Is it wrong to pick up Girls in a Dungeon season 2?
That's fair. I was expecting. You know what? You said it's like second season of a fantasy we already watched.
No,
like,
yeah.
We talked about
I just
ReZero,
watched
season
it.
3 of
I just watched it like 2 weeks ago.
That's come out.
All right.
Well, but we'll pick ReZero. It's pretty obvious.
I was kind of hoping you choose the first one because I haven't seen that one in a while. But we'll go with that. I'll throw that one back out there next time. I won't spoil it what it is either. All right, so there we go. We're done. Thank you, one and all, for joining us this evening. We hope you had a good time. You could show us by hitting the like button, leaving comments, and joining us next time. So thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys later. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Have a good night.